Good morning, everybody. Big Jim here. This is video 2 of the project that I've been working on, which is basically what they would call a land plane or a dirt drag or something attachment for the skid loader. The first video I did was for building the front part attachment on the skid steer, and we got that all done. And of course it's been hot here the past couple days, so it was really kind of rough working, but anyway, I got all that taken care of. Now I'm in the process of making the box, the drag part, and I got some heavy gauge channel iron here, 2 4-foot pieces. They're 4 foot long. They're going to be probably 68 inches between the outside edge and the outside edge. I bumped up the front so it wouldn't dig in, but I'm kind of concerned on what I want to do on the back. I've got some more of that channel iron. I'm thinking about boxing off the back side of this thing. And I'm really not too sure. I think I'll just feel my way through it. Anyway, that's what I'm doing today, is trying to get the box in. And then I've got some old signpost. We'll take a quick look at it. It was bent, and so it was scrapped. But anyway, it looks like I could drop that down. If you look at the end of this thing, I could drop it down and make that part of my cut and drag. Anyway, we're going to start working on that. All right, I cut a piece of angle iron, heavy gauge angle iron, that I'm going to box up the front. This is 68 inches long. I'm just going to set up here on top of here like that once I get everything in position. And then we'll square up the back end of it. Right now I've got to get it pretty square. Corner squared up pretty good. Okay. All right, both corners are squared up, so I'm going to tack weld them and start working on the back piece. Hello everyone, Big Jim here. I'm catching you up with my project on the what I call the dirt drag. I've already got it welded up, squared up, cut the little bump ups there so it won't dig in. See them pretty good there. Anyway, I got this piece and that piece standing up there that are going to be put in the middle of this, one facing sloping this way and one facing sloping this way, so I can get if I'm pushing, I'm getting a good cut. If I'm pulling, I'm getting a good cut. And in the meantime, between time, as I'm cutting with one or the other one's acting as it will smooth out whatever it cuts and pulls up over the blade. Now these don't have what's considered a hardened blade on them yet. If I'm making them to where I can drill holes into them and bolt them to this, but they're going to fit down in here. And I got to cut little slots out for the sides because I got to drop it down at least 3/4 of an inch, the blade below the sled part of the box, and that should do fairly good. I'm just going to be working in dirt. I haven't decided whether or not, you know, I'm not saying it ain't going to be used on gravel at some point in time, but that would be me mounting a hard bit on it before that. But right now I'm just in need of something to smooth out, fill in low spots in the dirt, get it level, that kind of thing. But anyway, your machine's going to sink down a little bit, and however I decide to attach this thing to the front of the skid loader is going to determine how deep I need to set this thing, either on the ground and mount it or off the ground, because I'm not sure when I got the booms all the way down if I want the thing to be dragging. I need to have a little bit of a space. So travel, I mean, even if you lift up the bucket or the attachment itself, if I get it too low, the back end of this thing would drag. So that's going to take some time. Anyway, this is just an update. I ran out of oxygen yesterday, so I had to go get some. And of course it got hot down here. It's like an oven with this tin roof in here. But I'll keep you abreast of what's going on. Have a good day. Hello everyone, Big Jim here. Little update on my land drag. I ended up got it tack welded to the attachment plate for the skid steer. I'm going to have to run from this point out to either on the side here or at the front on the corner some supports. Most of it. Other than that, I'll be done with it other than the welding part of it. I'm going to weld across the front, flip it over, and weld it on the other side. And hopefully, I'll be done with it. Weather's not too bad today. It's kind of cool. We had a nice rain yesterday, last night, and just settled the dust really well. But anyway, that's the update. I'll try to give you some video of me putting these supports on, and we'll go from there. Big Jim. I finally got it all put together, and this is the finished product. I tended to the front middle bar bent, as you can see right there, but that ain't a big deal. I'm just doing dirt right now, and what I'll do is figure out a way to cut that out of there and maybe get a what they considered a bit, a grater bit, wide enough to fit in there, and we'll take care of that, because I hit a rock up here at the driveway. It was sunk pretty good and it popped up, but anyway, I used it for a little bit. I'm happy with it. It smooths out. I mean, that may not look like it's smooth to you, but to me, that smoothed it out pretty good. It's just a little rough over here to kind of get a real good, smooth, even. But for right now, if we get a couple of rains, on that, that'll be great. But I'm really impressed with what it did up here at the driveway. A week or two ago, I took a bunch of dirt from down low by the shop, and this had washed out quite a ways. It was probably 1.5 feet deep right here. So I filled it all in from up there where the fish cleaning station is. I started filling in right there, but coming in here with this dirt scraper, it smoothed things right up. And now if I let things settle, I'll be good to go. Well, that was another project out of the way. I just got to beef it up a little bit on them cutting edges, and that's it. But I think it's going to be a good tool for out here. And I'm thinking, you know, I ought to get a bit anyway to put on there, because it needs something for gravel, because this is all going to be gravel. That down from up there, put it down through here, all the way down to the shed, and where all that equipment is, that's all going to be graveled at some point in time. Don't know when, but the design that I did on this, I think, is going to be perfect for what I need it for. Scraping dirt, smoothing it out, making it easier to do stuff on it. Anyway, like I always say, outdoors is where the fun begins. So get out when you can. Please like and subscribe, and we'll catch you on the next one.